There's a certain kind of silence that doesn't just surround you after she's gone, it moves through you, fills every room, every thought, every second of the day. It's not the absence of sound, it's the absence of her presence. You start to realize how many small things she once occupied, the way her laughter echoed through the quiet, the warmth that lived in her words, the comfort that came from just knowing she was there. Now, there's just the stillness, and it's heavier than you imagined. You find yourself reaching for your phone, thinking maybe she remembered something, maybe she misses you too. But deep down, you know she doesn't. Not in the same way. The version of her you loved doesn't exist anymore. She's changed, detached, moved on, and all that's left is your reflection in the empty spaces she once filled. You start replaying everything, dissecting moments like puzzles you can't solve. Was it something you said? Something you didn't do? You start thinking of every argument, every silence, every tear, and wonder if you could have stopped her from leaving. But then you begin to understand women rarely leave all at once. They go emotionally before they ever go physically. She probably stopped feeling you long before you noticed. You were fighting for something that had already faded, holding on to echoes while she was learning how to live without you. That's the hardest truth, you can't force someone to love you the same way twice. You can't hold someone who's already let go in their heart. And that's when the silence starts teaching you. It teaches you that her absence isn't punishment, it's a lesson. It's the universe pulling you back into yourself, forcing you to face who you are when there's no one left to distract you from it. Anger comes quietly at first, like a slow fire that builds without warning. It isn't rage toward her, not really. It's directed at yourself for staying too long, for ignoring the signs, for giving more than you should have to someone who'd already checked out. You start remembering all the moments you felt it slipping but kept pretending things were fine. You remember the times you bit your tongue, explaining yourself again and again, trying to be understood by someone who had already decided to stop listening. That realization burns. It's not just heartbreak, it's humiliation, the kind that makes you question your own worth. You hate that you tolerated inconsistency, that you mistook mixed signals for effort, that you kept showing love when all you got was indifference. But as the anger lingers, it begins to transform. The flame that once burned with frustration starts to light something deeper inside you, awareness. You begin to see that you weren't foolish for caring, you were courageous. You loved with depth in a time when most people barely feel anything real. You showed loyalty in a world that glorifies options. You gave without keeping score. And that kind of love, no matter how it ends, always leaves its mark. You begin to realize that her inability to match your effort was never a reflection of your value, it was a mirror of her capacity. Over time, you stop needing explanations. You stop waiting for her to understand what she lost. The anger fades, replaced by clarity. You start detaching, not because you stopped caring, but because you finally see the truth. Some people aren't meant to stay, they're meant to awaken you. Losing her wasn't your downfall, it was your beginning. The lesson wasn't about love, it was about self-respect. Healing doesn't come in a moment of realization, it comes slowly, like sunlight creeping through the blinds after a long, sleepless night. At first, everything feels heavy. You go through the motions, pretending you're fine while your chest still carries the weight of her absence. The world moves on, people laugh, days pass, and you wonder how everyone else seems untouched while you're still fighting memories that won't let go. But time has a strange way of softening pain. It doesn't erase it, it transforms it. One morning, you wake up and realize you didn't think of her the night before. It's small, but it's something. It's the quiet start of freedom. You start rediscovering pieces of yourself that got buried in the chaos of trying to keep her close. The hobbies you abandoned, the goals you delayed, the man you stopped being all begin to surface again. The silence that once haunted you starts to feel like peace. You begin to see that you were never really missing her, you were missing yourself. Every heartbreak carries within it an awakening, and yours comes with clarity. You didn't lose love, you lost illusion. The person you built in your mind was never the person she truly was. And as the days stretch forward, you start to feel stronger. You realize you don't need her to feel complete, you never did. The pain that once controlled you now fuels you. It becomes a reminder of what you survived, of what you're capable of. Slowly, the man you were before love broke you begins to re-emerge, but he's different now. Wiser. Calmer. More deliberate. You're no longer chasing connection, you're becoming it. The heartbreak that once defined you now refines you. Eventually, the anger that once burned in your chest fades into something quieter: awareness. You stop replaying the arguments, stop imagining what you could have said differently, stop craving the chance to prove your worth. There's a strange stillness that comes after the storm, a calm that feels unfamiliar but necessary. You start seeing things more clearly. You realize not every ending is a failure, some are a form of protection. Sometimes the things you lose are exactly what were holding you back from becoming who you're meant to be. The pain that once blinded you becomes a lens, showing you truth without distortion. You begin to understand that what you thought was love was often attachment mixed with fear, the fear of being alone, the fear of starting over, the fear of not being enough. But real love doesn't feel like desperation. Real love brings peace, not confusion. That's when you finally stop blaming her. You stop blaming yourself. You simply accept that some souls cross paths not to stay, but to awaken. She was part of your story, not the whole book. And while you're busy finding balance, she starts to remember. She remembers the steadiness you gave, the calm in your voice, the comfort in your presence. Regret creeps into her thoughts, but it's too late. You've already outgrown the version of yourself that once waited for her. You've learned that you don't have to chase closure when peace has already arrived. Your silence now speaks louder than any message she could send. You no longer crave to be understood, you crave to be aligned. This is the shift that changes everything. You stop needing love to heal you because you've finally learned how to heal yourself. Time has a way of softening even the deepest wounds, and one day, you notice that her name doesn't sting anymore. It drifts through your thoughts like a memory from another lifetime, familiar, but no longer heavy. You don't flinch when you see something that reminds you of her, instead, you breathe, and a quiet sense of gratitude fills the space where pain used to live. You begin to understand that she wasn't the enemy. She was the mirror that reflected everything you needed to confront within yourself. The things you hated about losing her were the same things you avoided facing in your own soul: your insecurities, your dependency, your fear of not being enough. Her absence forced you into confrontation with your shadow, and in that confrontation, you found truth. The boy inside you who once sought validation learned how to validate himself. The man who once begged for love learned how to embody it. You see now that she didn't ruin you, she revealed you. Every sleepless night, every unanswered text, every moment you felt abandoned was shaping a new kind of strength within you, a calm, unshakable confidence that no one can take away. That's what real masculine peace is, not the absence of emotion, but the control of it. You stop romanticizing chaos and start respecting stillness. You no longer need to prove anything. You've learned that peace isn't found in another person, it's cultivated within. What once felt like heartbreak now feels like purification. You're no longer a man searching for love to complete him, you're a man grounded enough to share love without losing himself. The pain that once defined you has become the foundation of your strength, and from that stillness, your real life begins. With time, the noise inside your mind begins to fade, replaced by a deeper sense of purpose. You stop overanalyzing what went wrong and start focusing on what's next. There's a shift that happens when you finally understand that everything you lost was only making space for what's meant for you. The energy that was once spent trying to hold someone who didn't want to stay is now redirected into rebuilding yourself. You start setting goals again, moving with clarity, reconnecting with ambition. The version of you that was buried under heartbreak begins to rise, stronger than before. You realize she didn't take your peace, she just revealed that your peace was never supposed to depend on her. You start to understand that solitude is not loneliness, it's a reset. You no longer chase people or approval. You pour into your craft, your body, your spirit. Each day becomes a chance to reclaim what you gave away so freely: your focus, your time, your energy. You notice your mindset changing, things that once triggered you no longer hold power. You don't seek revenge or closure anymore because growth became your revenge, and peace became your closure. There's a different kind of power in a man who's aligned with his purpose. He walks lighter, speaks softer, and moves intentionally. The same pain that once broke you now fuels your drive. You no longer crave to be understood, you crave to evolve. The universe has a way of rebuilding a man after loss, but only when he finally stops fighting the process. You start to see that what felt like rejection was redirection, and every closed door was simply guiding you toward yourself. That's when you realize you didn't lose her. You found you. At some point, the cycle comes full circle. The same woman who once seemed unreachable begins to resurface, not always in words but in gestures, a reaction to your story, a random message, a subtle sign that she's thinking about you. You recognize it instantly. It's not love, it's curiosity mixed with regret. She starts remembering the small things, how you stayed when she pushed you away, how your energy felt calm when her world was chaos, how your silence carried more loyalty than her attention ever did. But now, you're not the same man she left behind. The version of you that once waited for her reply doesn't exist anymore. You read her message and feel nothing but peace. You don't reply out of pride, you simply don't need to. That's when you truly understand how much you've grown. You've become the man who no longer seeks closure from people who once broke you. You don't need them to admit they were wrong because their return already says it all. They come back not because they miss you, but because they feel your absence. The energy they once took for granted now feels irreplaceable. But what used to pull you in now releases you completely. You've outgrown her emotionally, mentally, spiritually. You see her differently now, not with bitterness, but with gratitude. She was the lesson, and you were the one who learned. The greatest power a man can have is calm detachment. You've reached a point where nothing shakes you. You don't chase, you don't explain, you simply move on with quiet strength. That's evolution, when peace replaces reaction, and silence becomes your loudest answer. You no longer need her to remember your worth. You became the reminder yourself. There comes a stage in healing where solitude stops feeling empty and starts feeling sacred. You wake up one morning and realize you enjoy your own company again. The silence that once felt unbearable now feels like protection. You move through the world differently, calmer, slower, more aware. You no longer feel the urge to prove anything to anyone. You stop oversharing, stop chasing, stop explaining yourself to people committed to misunderstanding you. You learn that the loudest man in the room is rarely the strongest, real power is quiet, disciplined, and controlled. You begin mastering yourself in ways you didn't think possible. The man who once reacted to everything now observes. The man who once craved validation now finds peace in restraint. You realize that not every battle deserves your energy, not every opinion needs your defense. You learn to conserve your presence for places that value it. The deeper your self-mastery grows, the more your world changes. People sense it, the energy shift, the confidence, the calmness that can't be faked. You no longer chase connections, you attract alignment. You become magnetic simply by being centered. You understand now that peace isn't something you stumble upon, it's something you build, one boundary, one breath, one silence at a time. You stop apologizing for choosing yourself. You stop shrinking to make others comfortable. You begin to honor your emotions without being ruled by them. This is what freedom feels like, not the absence of feeling, but control over what deserves to stay. You don't need anyone to complete you, and you don't fear losing anyone anymore. You've learned that what's meant for you flows effortlessly, and what isn't falls away. In mastering yourself, you've mastered life. There comes a moment when you finally look at yourself and realize you've changed in ways that words can't describe. The man staring back in the mirror isn't the same one who once begged for love, over-explained his worth, or stayed where peace was missing. His eyes are calmer now, his presence heavier, his silence louder. You understand that everything you went through, the heartbreak, the confusion, the endless nights of overthinking, wasn't meant to break you but to shape you. You needed to lose her to meet yourself. What once felt like loss now feels like liberation. You no longer carry resentment. You don't hate her, you don't love her, you simply thank her. She played her role in your evolution, awakening something no comfort could have ever done. You see now that you were never losing her, you were shedding parts of yourself that no longer fit the man you were becoming. Every tear, every unanswered message, every moment of silence was carving depth into your soul. Pain refined you into presence. Now you move with purpose, not emotion. You don't chase peace, you are peace. You attract differently, think differently, feel differently. You know your worth without demanding recognition. The world hasn't changed, but your perception has, and that's what freedom truly is. You stopped searching for love outside of you and found it within. That's when life begins to align effortlessly. The silence that once haunted you now guards your peace. The loneliness that once hurt now feels like strength. You finally understand that endings aren't meant to destroy, they're meant to reveal. She didn't walk away from you, she walked out of your story so you could finally become the man you were always meant to be.